When you are an emerging leader and you're hoping to get promoted, there are certain skills that you will need to showcase so you're seen as leadership material. These are skills that your boss will be looking for to see if you possess, and if you do, then you are more likely to get promoted into leadership. If you don't possess them, then they're likely to choose somebody else, probably somebody who does possess these skills. So if you want to give yourself the best chances of getting promoted into leadership, keep watching. I'm Kara Ronin, leadership coach to emerging leaders, and on this channel, I share advice on how to advance in your leadership journey, improve your leadership skill and your communication at work so you can get promoted. Subscribe to my channel if you think this content can help you in your career. Before I launch into the first skill, I want to give you some background information as to why I'm including it. So a while back, I did some informal research where I contacted a number of companies. I spoke to senior leaders in those companies. I asked them a variety of questions, including, what do you look for when deciding who to promote? And in 99% of the conversations that I had, delegation came up as the skill that these senior leaders looked for. This is a skill they said that they wished more of their mid-level employees had. Now, when you hear from senior leaders in companies that they wished more of their employees had the ability to delegate, you know that this is a skill that is important. And that is why I've listed it as the #1 leadership skill that you need to develop if you want to get promoted. For people from technical backgrounds such as law, finance, engineering, or computer programming, you probably haven't had much training or help in learning how to delegate effectively. It's not taught in formal education, so unfortunately, it's really up to you to learn how to delegate well. But that is where this channel is helpful for you, because I have a video called How to Delegate Effectively, which really breaks the process down for you. You will find it on the screen up above. Save it to your watch later list and watch it after this video. The second skill that emerging leaders need to develop is the ability to form their own original opinions. Rather than parroting what other people say and giving no thought as to whether you truly agree with them or not, it's important that you form your own opinions. You were given a mind. You are blessed with a mind of your own. It's important that you use that mind to tap into and understand what you truly think and what you truly feel about something. Every time you mindlessly follow the crowd and form the same opinion as them, you're not using the mind that you were given. You're simply repeating and paraphrasing what other people think. Now, as we'll get into in a moment, this isn't always bad, but when your boss asks you, Patrick, what do you think about this idea? You should be able to say something that reflects your true thinking. Which leads us to the question, why are original opinions important for leaders? Because they separate you from the status quo, because they position you as somebody who thinks outside the box, and because they prove to your boss that you are somebody with independent courage. Remember this phrase, independent courage. If you are one of the 150,000 plus people who have watched my video, How to Articulate Complicated Thoughts Clearly, you will know exactly which book I got this phrase from. So how do you form original opinions if you are not used to forming your own opinions? First, ask yourself, what do I truly think about this? When somebody suggests an idea in a meeting, for example, look internally. Reach into your gut feeling. What does your gut tell you about this? What does your past experience tell you a bit about this? What does your knowledge about the topic tell you about this? Look internally and ask yourself, what do I truly think about this? And second, get confident to disagree with people. Disagreeing isn't something that you should avoid. If you disagree respectfully, if you offer a why behind your disagreement, and if you offer an alternative solution, then when you disagree, you will look like a leader who has independent courage and someone who has the ability to form original opinions. Following on from this is the ability to conform to a consensus. Now, you might be confused as to why I'm suggesting this. In the previous point, I said that you should try to form your original opinions and not follow the crowd. So let me explain. As a leader, you are part of a team and a company. You are expected to represent the team and the company well and to put the interests of the team and the company ahead of your own. This requires you to act and behave for the benefit of the group, not for your own personal benefit, which means that your behavior and decisions should, in a way, conform to the behavior and decisions of the rest of the group, to make the company as a whole appear to be united and undivided. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't disagree with your co-workers when you want to, but it does mean that you should hear other people out and listen to their opinions, contribute to the final group decision respectfully, and accept the final group decision even if it's different from what you wanted. Basically, the ability to conform to a consensus means that you need to keep your ego in check and put the interests of the team and the company ahead of your own. The fourth skill that emerging leaders need to develop if they want to get promoted is to take responsibility for their actions and to give credit where credit is due. Taking responsibility for your actions means you are taking ownership over your mistakes, your behavior, and your opinions. You don't try to hide them, deny them, or blame someone else. You are confident to own these things. Giving credit means you admit when someone has done good work and you recognize the results and the effort that's gone into it. You don't try to steal credit for yourself or to steal the glory. So when you make a mistake at work, tell your boss about it, admit it, and try to find a solution. And when your coworker tells you an idea they have in a pre-meeting and you think it's a good idea, don't try to steal it and claim it as your own. Honesty is a tried and true approach in leadership. If you adopt this approach, then you will be displaying the skills of a future leader. The fifth skill that emerging leaders need to develop is the ability to give and receive feedback. Both are equally important for leaders. You need to be able to give feedback to people in your team as to how they are performing. You also need to ask for feedback from your team as to how you are performing. The first one tests your confidence, the second one tests your ego. A good leader is one who is balanced, who has the confidence to do hard things, to give feedback when they need to, and one who has an ego that is not so inflated they can't take any feedback at all. Because when you are a leader, your team will look to you for feedback, especially if you have millennials or Generation Z in your team. They love feedback and they will ask for feedback from you. They want to know how they're performing. They want to know how they can improve in certain areas. They will expect feedback from you about their performance, but at the same time, they will probably have feedback for you too. Being a new leader, you don't know how to do everything. There are things that you probably miss. There are things that you probably overlook or misunderstand. It's important that you get feedback from your team to understand how you are performing. And they're in the perfect situation to give you feedback because they work with you one-on-one on a daily basis. They can give you an external perspective that you probably don't have. So start to give and ask for feedback from your co-workers and learn how to do this respectfully. Again, keep your ego in check when you are asking for feedback. And if it's negative feedback that you need to learn how to give, then this video up here will help you out. It breaks down the process on how to give negative feedback without people hating you. The sixth skill that emerging leaders need to develop is people skills. This is actually a whole range of skills, but essentially what I'm talking about here is the ability to interact effectively and confidently with other people. For example, your coworkers, your boss, your clients, or external stakeholders. Like many other skills I've talked about in this video, people skills are not taught in formal education. Most people learn how to develop people skills through life experience and also through watching other people. By watching other leaders that you look up to, you can learn how to introduce yourself to new clients, start a conversation at a networking event, exchange business cards, conduct a business lunch, run and manage different personality types, make people feel important and appreciated, or get people to know, like, and trust you. These are all examples of people skills or social skills that you will be expected to have and to display before you become a leader. There are a lot of videos on my channel to help you with these things. I will add some into the description below so you can check them out. I also have a best-selling course on Udemy, Business Etiquette 101 Social Skills for Success. If you want to check that out, I'll put a discount coupon in the description below too. The seventh skill that emerging leaders need to develop is communication skills. This is actually one of the most important set of skills that you should develop as an emerging leader because you communicate all of the time. But as I talk about communication a lot on my channel, I thought I would save it till the very last for this video and save it only for those people who have watched this far in the video. Communication skills is very broad. It can include confident communication, the ability to share ideas in meetings, the ability to give and ask for feedback, the ability to delegate, the ability to explain complicated concepts clearly, the ability to get buy-in, the ability to show empathy, and various communication skills that you need in social interactions. Because of the vast range of skills under the umbrella of communication skills, I can't cover all of them in this video, but because I do talk about communication a lot on this channel, I will put up 2 playlists that you can check out once you've finished watching this video. And in the future on my channel, I will continue to tackle specific communication issues that leaders deal with so you can better prepare yourself for leadership. Subscribe if you want to see these videos in your feed when they come out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot of value from it. If you did like it, please hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel as well for more content like this, like the communication skills videos that I spoke about a moment ago. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week in another video.